I just wanted to share the recent dreams that I've had and some of the correlations that I was making. But first and foremost, thank you to the Most High. I love and appreciate the gifts that were given to me, even though it can get confusing sometimes. I know there's a grand purpose in this that my human mind may not be able to always fathom, maybe until much later, if ever. So the first dream I had, in the dream, I was fighting with my mother, and I was there with my mother and my grandmother, and my mother was basically projecting a lot of negative energy onto me. My grandmother was silent, and I wanted to go to a new school, and I got in, and they all were trying to figure out how I get into this prestigious school. But I told them, I showed them a letter like I got in. Then my mother goes to tell me that she thinks I'm jealous. And I said, of what? What would I have to be jealous of? And I told her that if I was jealous of something, then I don't care to admit it, because I would know exactly what it is that I'm jealous of. And she said, right. And I'm like, okay, but if I don't have anything to be jealous about, then why do you say that I am jealous? And she was just quiet for a moment. Then it was like the next part of the dream. My elder cousin, my sister, and someone else were around. And I had a newborn baby that I was bathing in her tub. And my elder cousin was in the bathroom with my baby. And at the time, I was already done giving her the bath. But I had, while she was in the bathroom, went into the room right directly behind the bathroom to grab her a towel or something like that and come back in the bathroom. When I came back in the bathroom, she walked out before I came back in, and I now turned to look in the tub, and there was just bubbles and water running. So I hurried up in a panic and pulled her out the bathtub, and I was holding the baby close to my chest, and I was crying when I saw like a reflection in the mirror that was supposed to be me crying, and I'm apologizing, saying that I'm sorry. And I looked at the baby's face, and she smiled and began to cry. And then one of the eyes started to roll. So I turned the baby in my hand onto her stomach and started to like roll and pat to make sure all the water was gone. And while I was walking out of the bathroom, I was very afraid that if I go to the doctor or hospital to verify her immediately, that they may take my baby away. And it was an accident, but it wasn't my accident per se, but it was still my responsibility. And I started to become very afraid of what to do. And as I was walking out of the bathroom into the room behind me, I hear them three talking amongst each other. And I don't hear exactly what they're saying. I just feel the energy of them being upset with me and gossiping at the table. And I said in a loud voice that if they're going to speak about me, then they should speak up about me, not whisper and gossip behind my back, because that's punk behavior. And I woke up. Now, being that I am a mother, that really shook me. But I also looked at the dream as, which I ended up writing on my Twitter. There were metaphors to each part of this dream, because this was not something that happened to me in real life. So with the metaphors, The dream, family is the past belief and foundations. The baby is the future and current creations that are being made. The school is a timeline shift. The grandmother is spiritual guidance. The projection, which her talking about being jealous, is pain. And the looking in the mirror, the reflection of your own feelings, being apologetic, right? So, I'm not sure who needs to hear this or who would benefit the most from this message. However, there are family members, maybe 3, including a parent or someone who you may be looked up to as some form of protection and guidance, but they really are jealous of you and what you've been able to accomplish without them. The fact that you were able to shift timelines and live your life without feeling barred or obligated to do the things that they feel that they have to do, and you living outside of that. So congratulations to you for being able to shift to a higher timeline. As far as a friend, sister, family member, an elderly family member as well, because they both, everybody of the 3, some are close to your age, and then the elderly was probably like a generation before you, maybe 2, but definitely at least 1 generation before you. They really don't like what you are creating or what you've been creating or what you've been saying about your experiences and what you're creating. They disagree with it, and they want to drown out your voice as much as possible and cause you to second guess yourself and make you feel like what you're doing is wrong. It's because the gossip that's being done, which is a form of, dark black magic, they're gossiping. 10 of Swords is what I'm seeing. They're gossiping about you to bring down your energy so that you don't continue to upload a video, you don't continue to do readings, you don't continue to, do the things that you came here to do, because it intimidates them. It forces them to take the step like you did to look yourself in the mirror and become one with yourself. Apologize for, what may have not been directly your fault, but you can see where you may have misstepped or have created a mishap in your lapse of judgment and trust in the wrong people. And for you to recognize that and take accountability shows how higher of a thinker, a believer, a doer you truly are. And again, that intimidates people who want more but don't do more, who want to see more but don't want to open up to more. And for that, you'll always be protected. You'll always be guided through what you need to do next. Just continue to remain open to, your ascended ancestors, your guardians, the ascended masters, showing you the way, and all other creatures, in different forms, in different realms, who also are here to assist you in maintaining the highest frequency vibration possible in the highest timeline. So with that being said, don't be afraid if you make mistakes or even indirectly make mistakes. Especially what I'm getting right now is that this was a past mistake. This was something that was done a long time ago that you may have had a hard time forgiving yourself for. Don't hold yourself hostage to the past. Don't hold yourself back from making new memories because of some old memories. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to forgive yourself and move on. You don't have to stay in the past or stay in gloominess just because it'll make someone else feel better to know that you are actually apologetic about a mistake that you made that they may have actually contributed to by not being solid, not being honest, and not wanting to see you win. And that's not your fault. You didn't do anything to anybody to make them who they are. People are a product of who they choose to be. So who are you and what do you choose to be? All right. Thank you.